It's been a few weeks. We've been kind of out of things with travel and whatnot, but we are back for Plat, and it's gonna be most likely a doozy. I know we missed out on a shootout last week. I hear there's some tough conditions. We've got the front pins here, or front tee boxes. And there it is. Very high winds, soft fairways, very firm greens that are fast. So kind of an interesting combination of things. We're going to have the wind wanting to either really stop us or really throw us. If we get a tailwind with these very firm greens, we got to leave for a lot of bounce and quite a bit of rollout. But thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. It's good to be back at Platt. Whether we do well or not, that remains to be seen. Come on, stay in the fairway. Stay in the fairway. Hey, what's going on, Hurt? It has been a while, man. It has been a while. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. On the bright side, like, no matter how poorly that went, it is way too long of a par 5 to start, so we're always getting there in 3. There's a good strike. That's if we can rock that kind of swing for a good chunk of the day, we're gonna be maybe not necessarily inherently in good shape, but we're going to be giving ourselves the best chance at things from an execution standpoint. Obviously, as we can see, there's quite a bit at play in terms of the elements. Especially with the way that this wind is going to want to play off of here. I'm going to de-loft into this. Hopefully we're not going too long. Oh, what is that swing, though? Somehow managed to snap it very fast. How's the dad life? Dad life is good. Dad life is good. He's growing, man. He is growing. It's pretty crazy. We're like trying to figure out how to roll at this point. Or not roll, how to crawl. He's like starting to do little scoots and stuff. I tell you what, he's got 2 teeth. He's starting to babble and stuff. He is a little man. Especially like some of the outfits you put him in, it's like, man, he is growing. It's crazy. It's like, it always feels like overnight, like something changes. I'm not saying every night, but like when a change happens, it feels like all of a sudden they can roll. All of a sudden they can talk. All of a sudden they can crawl, whatever. Just whenever there's a developmental thing, it hits you fast. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, I am not so sure with this wind what's gonna happen here, because I know if we take the next club, I think we're in a peculiar situation. 88 yards, maybe like 86, 87. Let's say 86. You get this wind back behind us. Say it's 17. It's gonna... I think I have to play it like this. Like a fully lofted lob wedge. I think that's gonna be our best bet at things. It's a good swing. It's a good line. Big kick. Okay. That works. Almost, actually kind of carried a little bit less than I was anticipating. Okay. So, very tough par 5 to start, but we're able to come back at the second hole and get ourselves a birdie. Your youngest is 7. You're still amazed at every developmental event, even as your 4th kid. Yeah, and I think because every kid's different, right? Like I think what's really going to be interesting is the second kid, because you know that the second kid, if they're close enough in age, like learns a lot from the first, and so they're probably going to be faster at certain things than the first kid was. So like I think that'll be a very interesting thing to watch unfold, you know, when we get there. 7-iron down 191. Wind, I think. With it being very high, I get concerned that this is going to be short. Learned a lot as parents too. Yeah, like there's been a lot of mental notes of like, okay, so that's how that works. I know the biggest one that I reference when I talk to people is like teething. Because we had no idea what to expect. You know, we're talking about teething and like, oh, they're drooling more. We think they're teething. When he started teething, it was so obvious I felt stupid. Like the gums were swollen and red and like, I was like, oh, that's what it is. Gotcha. Like he's touche. Touche, yeah. Maybe after 4 kids, decide maybe it's time to not to not do that again. Fair. Fair point. 192, that's 15 off. I mean, it's going to be more than that out of the air. Uphill on the green. It's very firm, though. I think if I give it just a little bit of D-loft on the 7-iron, that'll be the play. What's going on, Saucy? A little fast, which is not great into this wind. I like the distance. I do not like that angle. It's unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Alright, so how do we want to go about this? I'm gonna play it like an extra 5 yards. I hope that we get away with this. That's better than not making it up onto the green. I mean, it's definitely not the kind of putt that we want to have coming back out of here, but I think at the end of the day, like, there's not much you can do about it. And it's a bit of a double breaker. Yeah. Just a really tough spot to be put in. Especially here, because it's gonna snap, like, it's gonna break back a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh no, I ended up getting it too far. Alright, we give it back. What's going on, Eric? You're around 1 front 9, you had a par on 2 par 5s and 2 bogeys? Swing really needs to be good, working good. Yeah, like, and the thing is that it's a small miss. You know, I'm playing to work the wind, I get a fast, and, you know, it's just it's the wrong miss. You know, if I get that as a slight slow, I'm short, but I'm on the green, I can, you know, at worst 2-putt from there, so it happens. Sounds exactly though like I parred the first par 5. You know, didn't have a good approach swing, and then we bogey one there. I think going for it... I don't know. Going for it seems like a bad idea, potentially. But I'm trusting myself to find that gap. Oh no, that wind played way more. That wind played so much. That didn't even... There wasn't even a possibility of going into either of those bunkers, so... Never mind, then. See, this flop seems... It's kind of crazy, because I think at this much wind, it plays maybe a little bit. So what, you... Play just some spin on it? And then play it outside to the right a bit? Maybe not that much. That works. That works. Definitely have to convert on the flop. Okay, I'm glad I moved that back. All right, so we sandwich the bogey. We get back under par. I know that there are some pretty good scores out there, but I don't really know in the grand scheme of things like where we need to be shooting to do well. I always feel like in these very high wind rounds, like double digits is a good place to be. And then you go from there. So I think obviously I would love to be in like the 11 to 12 range at a minimum. I think that's going to be a tough ask. But I think that's where we would like to be. I don't think driver off the deck is going to work for us here. But there's so much wind. And we don't have a great lie. So, like, let's just... Theoretically here, that's 240 and then the wind, so... I don't know that it's... I don't know that full off full backspin is better than the regular here, so this lie is going to take us back towards the wind, which is going to not cut as much, so let's aim a little bit closer. That was slow. Okay, not as slow as I thought. Yeah, it just kind of felt like this is try and get on the green in 2. But that pin is so far back, I can't even get to it. I can't even hold the green. What a nasty... What a nasty pin. I hate everything about this because I'm not good at chipping. I am not good at chipping. I'll take it. There's like minimal chance that I ever hole something like that out. Mostly because my tempo and things of that nature on my tempo and swing plane and everything on chip shots is just, it's not a comfortable feeling. 7 to 12 is very good. Okay. Okay, because I thought I saw some lower scores. But that's good. I feel like this is one that we have to try and make use of, so I'm gonna go for it. I know that that could bite us, but I think we have to. Tailwind, 532, par 5. Little fast, but if we get enough distance, enough kick to the right, hopefully this gets down into the next fairway. Just don't get stuck in that grass. Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, man. Hey, what's going on, Golf Wasp? You hit driver off the deck and eagled? The only good thing that happened all 4 rounds? Yeah, I'd say getting an eagle there is quite the nice result. Yeah, 60 to 70% lie. So like high end, I could get 140 out of this. I mean, but like, what am I? Is there anything to gain? It's like, is there a play here? 75%. Let's just say 70 for the midpoint, right? So 66 yards off, about 152. I actually think the 4-iron with the spin, I could fly it. What is the distance back to here? 20? See, like, if I'm short... I'm gonna go for the YOLO here a bit, only because I think if we land in that spot short, we have a splash shot, and if we go long, it's like uphill chips. I know the smart thing would be layup. But like, I don't think this is gonna be that bad. Because it's very firm. We got backspin, though, so, like, get it up, and then it should kick. Have a little bit of release. Thought that was going to bite a little bit more. But fairly flat, it seems like. I gotta take a look at all of them. They're all moving too slowly. Seems like I should be able to slam this forward. Alright, a little all over the place, but we come away with the birdie. I'm a little upset about that tee shot. I think the frustration is warranted. End up just on the edge there. All right. Big 3-wood to get back there. It says beautiful as a strike, so did I aim correctly? It's kind of disgusting. Like, what do you want from me? I guess in these conditions, like, what do you want from me? Hit a perfect 3-wood. I guess I hit it too far to the right. Like, if I am a little more left, then maybe I don't get kicked all the way out here. I just feel like it's incredibly rude. All right, let's see. You'll get demoted back to Elite this week, most likely. Never thought you'd make Plat anyway, so you got to take that positive. Hey, who's to say you can't get back to Plat either? That was a bad swing plane. Settle? Man, those long putts are so hard. So hard to get the power right. Big save, though. Big save. All right, man, this course is... At least in this round, this course is very tough. Oh, you know what? I think I'm misremembering. I think the best round scores that I saw was like 13 under. I think in my head, I thought it was 16 under. It's 13 under for this round, if memory serves me correctly. A little bit fast. That's okay, though. That's gonna hold up quite nicely. Oh, gosh. Big ol' sideways lie. Man, these just create some, like, incredibly difficult approach shots. Let's just... I don't even know. I mean, it's gotta be like 30-something yards off. Uphill and then wind and short. But, like, I can't take anything else. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like no matter what I take, it's like it's always still short, and I'm not driver off the deck on all these par fours. It's a little bit too far right. I wasn't sure how that headwind, with it being kind of toward me, would play. I still thought it would start to take it across. Not as much, I think, just because I didn't really play it with any shape. Okay. Yeah, like, that was always a funky one. I knew there was big swing at the end, but it's so hard with the way that it starts. Back nine's easier except for hole 14. I mean, I pretty much need it to be. I'm 2 under through 8. Hey, what's going on, Surfer? Putting view has to be so hard? What, the top-down putting view? Or what are you talking about? Is there any way that we can make this hole work for us? I mean, the problem ends up being driver off the deck, you probably go out the back, right? So, cut it. Try and run it up, worst case in the bunker or to the left. I'll take that. I'll take that. Go uphill and on here. Got the right power and everything, just kind of pulled the swing play. But we'll take 2 birdies on the par 5s. 3 under through 9. It's this has been quite the slog of a round. This has been quite the slog of a round. I think even in our best situation, we're short trying to drive this, so let's just get ourselves fairway bound. Look so far away. So the top-down putting view for me is less so about the reads. That's why I go down low and I look at stuff. That top-down view is more for me to be able to judge my putter head better. One better than you, and you have a chance for a top 10. Yeah, but you're better than me, so let's see how let's see how the rest of this plays out, Eric. It's not jump out to any conclusions about how this round is gonna go. Oh, goodness me. Let's go something in that vicinity. I don't know, hopefully we've got this. Underhit it. That ends up being like the number. No, I'm not a powerhouse archetype. We're on sculptor. So I mean, very, very similar. Still mostly power oriented. It just has the extra shot shaping to start. Because that's how I like to. That's how I like to play things. I didn't hit it firm enough. Okay. That's makeable. That's makeable. Underhit it. Think your rhythm? Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like I think distance has just more weight in this game because the tempo window, it affects the gray. Like tempo affects the gray, swing plane affects the gray. A master swing and higher, like you don't get really any sort of benefit to the white. And so I trust my ability to hit tempo. Yeah, so I obviously still have it, but I focus more on my club gaps than that stat. Hey, what's going on, Scotty? Thank you, man. Appreciate you having the faith. Alright, so we are 22 yards on that. This is terrible. These shots are all like in my club gaps, and there's so much stuff that's like hybrid or longer. Is there any possible way that we can forge a path here? Because I feel like we're gonna be way long, and I have to play a fade into this, and even at that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Where are you at, dog? Thought you were falling alright. Hey, you're here and that's all that matters. Thank you very much for the follow, Surfer. Appreciate it. Alright. We're gonna be a bit on the cautionary side. A bit on the cautionary side. Because the last thing I want is to put this thing all the way off the green. almost does it anyway, because do we really have control over our downhill putts? I don't feel like we do. Oh, come on. A severe amount of underhits in this round. A severe amount of underhits in this round. Completely coming back to bite me right in the tuchus. Ay. Alright, let's see what this lob wedge has in store for us. That seems like it has something good in store for us. Maybe not. Too much distance. Well, we're safely aboard. I didn't want to get too flirty with the front. I didn't really know how that was going to carry in the wind there. Swing it out, swing right to left. Still swings too much. Ah, you son of a gun. All right, well, not the way we envisioned our back nine starting. So much for being easier, Eric. All right, we do have opportunity. We kind of have to thread this needle, though. Well, I mean, that's as beautiful of a strike as we're going to get. Whether it stays fairway or not, kind of up to the course at this point. So it's about 2 yards from being a really dumb game. Probably should have waited until season 10 to qualify. Nah, get in there and play. No point. No point in dilly-dallying. Is there any way, shape, or form? Probably not, right? Because this is very firm, so there's probably no way that this goes well. All right. I'm playing full backspin to try and get extra carry, but if this goes horribly wrong, we're in a bunker. A little bit fast. Big kick over. Hi-ya! Bite. Go in. Stop. 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 Okay, we're gonna just keep going. You only have 2 turning... Only 2. This guy. Only 2. Yeah, I have only 2 as well. And they were back in 2020. I won Kinetic... Or no, I won CCA, won Elite, and then I've been in the limbo of Plat, never winning ever again for forever. So, yeah, enjoy your wins while they come. You may never see him again. I mean, I have a couple True Sim wins last season, but... as far as main tour stuff is concerned. Oh boy. All right. So this ought to be somewhere out here. Right, and we're gonna hit this firmly, and it's gonna turn quite a bit. Swing! Swing low, sweet chariot! Where are you going? The hole's over there! So we've had under hits on a few. That one's over hit. We still get a birdie. We still get a birdie. Hey, what's going on, Book? How you doing, man? Stream died for you and now it's back? I don't see any drop frames. Hopefully things are not dying for everybody else. Hey, what's going on, Sportmaster? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Probably on Twitch? Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything. 4 frames missed due to rendering and coding lag, but not... Although... Judging by frame counts, I guess there's definitely the possibility that it cut out briefly and came back. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if that's my internet, if that's Twitch, if I need to change what Twitch server I'm on. Hey, what's going on, Lickety? Welcome back. It's when the ads kick in? Okay. The 14th hole. Yeah, 242 yards on my second shot. Seems pretty reasonable. So I'm pretty much in the bunker with the 3-wood. Came back and got an ad. Well, it's probably because it cut, and then when it comes back, it plays an ad. You're 243. You play a 243 3-wood? Eric, I'm going to say that that's just a problem inherently. But yeah, I think I'm in the bunker. 87 to... 270, 250s, 260s. I think I gotta go with the driver, because if I'm long, then at least I'm not in the bunker. I think that's pretty much how I have to look at this. I mean, I got the distance. Pull fast, though, on the driver in the direction of that lie is just tough. Just for tough. I think there's probably a chance here in which we play this with a lot of loft and spin and actually get something to work. Wow. On the down, out of the rough, able to get it to stop. See if we can get a par under our belts here. Ooh, see, I've been underhitting those and then flip the switch there. We almost overcooked that thing straight through. What in the world is this? 432 yards with a very forcible layup. Very forcible. Is this 4-iron gonna get me in trouble? Someone got an eagle on this hole this round? I wonder who that lucky son of a gun could be. You were in the Philippines for 2 weeks, asked strangers about me and no one knew me? Yeah, I mean that seems pretty reasonable. I think you could go most places and ask if people knew me and they would not. I mean, maybe one day some more people will know me. Not trying to be famous, just famous enough. So much distance on this, and with it being firm. So if we play... Alright. Pitching wedge over wind. We want to be the left side because it kicks right. It's a good strike. Still too far left. And too far. Man. I don't think I could have convinced myself to put more loft on that. It's gonna break heavy left to right. I think I underhit it. Potentially. Never mind. Right in the center of the hole. Alright, 3 holes to go. Let's try and get to 7 under. What's going on, Button? How's it going, dude? Alright. Wind off the side, downhill. So we're going to get probably about 6 to 7 yards on that. That's 71. It's that diagonal wind that I just don't know how it's going to play. So if we get it down here with the very firm, that's long. So I think loft, maybe a little more loft. This is gonna... I need the wind to come through for me. I need the wind to come through for me. The line was so good. The line was so good. It just... Still too much distance. Man. Alright, I can't be, like, too upset with it. I was talking more so wind direction. I wasn't thinking I was gonna get that much tail out of it, Kara. That was, yeah, that was a bit unexpected. And probably shouldn't have been unexpected. I'm just not the greatest at the video game, you know? So... Alright. Trust we must. I made the adjustment! Not just the adjustment, the right adjustment! Okay. We're only 8 strokes back with 2 to play. Easy, Albie. Get 3 of those back. Who says it can't be done? Probably 75 feet of uphill says it can't be done, but hey. Why should we listen to that guy? Alright, yeah. This should be fun. That's the strike. I have some questions as to how I lost, like, the extra yardage there. But that's fine, I guess. Took a hybrid. I mean, I guess low roll? I don't know. I just felt like I landed so short. I can't even begin to try and, like, count this putt out, so we're just gonna try and feel it. Did not feel it right. At least we didn't overhit it. We're chipping away at some of these birdies on the par 5s, so I gotta be, I don't know if pleased is the word, at least content with it. And I think with the way that we're coming back from a few weeks off into conditions like this, I think our execution has been decent. I think we've had a lot of really good inputs. You know, we've made a few mistakes, don't get me wrong, and we've, you know, especially on some of the putts. But nobody expects it. If anybody expects us to be a good putter at this point, I would say you don't know me. Yes, we're trying to get better. All right. I think we can gap wedge pitch it. Very firm with the rollout. Wind at our back downhill. That's too far. Holy cow. Did I take the wrong club? There's no way. I think I took the right club and it just is that much. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Come on, swing around. Stay. All right, so we're going to settle in on hopefully a 6 under here. Very tough conditions. Hopefully we can build off of this going forward. That was a grind. 3 under going out, 3 under coming back in. Very, very tough, not forgiving in the slightest. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm looking forward to the rest of this tournament. Hopefully we can put together some solid rounds going forward here and not accumulate any more demo marks. That would be fantastic.